Basi paisa 2 crore 56 lakhs 40,736 deposit tawrakhre. Masigi check number sar 020250 ni. Karigumba case nung chenaba pending amatta laitre. Aduga hairiba 173 construction ki thadorak pasida hairiba sugunu sub district hospital ki walhoriba 19 point some lakhs se masi serial number 64 da hairiba paisa si yawre. Aduna mamangi Mars Finance and the Honorable Chief Minister Namasi Pigani Hanasu commitment to give me to Pigidre. Anyway, how give it no how raga Hariba, case to Senadraba, Aduga, serial number 64 to Supasasi, Yaudun Leromina, Handaki Mars Finance and Sida, Pito Pibaya Bra, Hivasimatanga, Tamjaraga, Sarna Matam Krapi, Bing to Sarbu Tagachari. Thank you.
Next, Honorable Member Sri Alfred.
Speaker, sir, thank you. Honorable sir, you had given me time on the first day of this August House in 2017, and I spoke out from the deepest parts of my heart about the concerns with regard to healthcare, which I feel even the Honorable Minister himself, he stood up and he replied saying that it is true, and whatever rectifications or measures that need to be put in place will immediately be taken up. Speaker, sir, starting from 2017 right up till 2020, I have raised several questions again and again, time and again before this August House. Honorable Minister has always said that something will be done, it will be taken care of. This is one area. I participated in the foray of politics with one core concept, one being healthcare and the other education. These were my core ideas of how societies would change. Speaker, sir, if what is discussed in this House is meaningless, this is the reason why I have not raised any more questions in this session of the August House. I have refused to raise any more questions because it falls on deaf ears. I remember so very clearly that the Honorable Leader of the House stood up and said, this is a government under the leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister of India, and this will be a courageous and performing government, which will not cow down to political pressures under any circumstance. I will hold him to task today not because he has just become the minister or because some other person was the minister in his government, but it is because at the end of the day, Speaker, sir, he is the leader of this House, he is the Chief Minister of the state, and he's being the head of the executive, the buck stops with him. Speaker, sir, I'll send you a set of what I have made with regard to health that I have obtained from the department and a few research that I have done. After raising all these questions, and after the Honorable Supreme Court of India again and again defining so very clearly that though it is not written in law in the Constitution under Article 21, it is very much a fundamental right to life. Without health, there is no right to life. That is why the Honorable Supreme Court has ruled again and again. And health being a state subject, it is the duty of the state to ensure that health care is made available to each citizen across the length and breadth of the nation. Speaker, sir, in my first question in the year 2017, I had asked for a total sanctioned posts. The department came back with a number of 2,292. I have followed the democratic process very slowly and with hope. Next, I asked the number of actual doctors in position that are employed by the department. This also the department came back with a reply, and it is very clear. MHS doctors in position 1357, Group C, Group D posts 4653, under NHM 2244. I made a graph, I sent it out, and my last question start question was on 28 February 2020, which was the last budget session, Speaker Sir. With the population, I've made charts of what the population is, with the existing strength, what are the number of doctors that are to be posted to each district, if we are to do justice as per law to the citizens. I'm not asking that you give me doctors from Imphal East or West or from Sugnu or from Nambol. All I am saying is, as per the population of 2011 and the available strength of the doctors, what is to be posted in the various districts, I have presented before this House so very clearly. And in all the hill districts, it is on a minus. Tamenglong is minus 16, Churachandpur minus 25, Chandel is exceptionally Chandel is the only one which is plus 19, Ukhrul is minus 35, Senapati Kangpokpi together is minus 57. Speaker Sir, I'm talking about this with the existing strength, not on the post created. When on the existing strength also, you refuse to post doctors which are under the employ of the exchequer, public funds. What message do we send out to the citizens of this state? What more hope is there for the citizens? Speaker Sir, I have so many times, without mincing words, said that I did not go into the fundamentals. I never went into the details of what is where, because I don't want to send out the wrong message. That a particular area is getting more and a particular area is getting less. I have refrained. I have all the information since 2017. But I have refrained. I have never used this in this August House. Today you are forcing me. When I see the people coming to the primary health centers and you have one doctor, one. He's not Superman. He's got a family. I'll just give an example. It is not for that particular primary health center. That one primary health center, it deals with right up to the northern border, international border, as well as the eastern international border. What will this one gentleman do? How many times I have raised, but all falling on deaf ears, Speaker Sir. And then, to my surprise, what is discussed in this August House? Yes, we are protected by law. It doesn't mean that we come and speak any gibberish or nonsense. Speaker Sir, I have never done that. What I fail to understand is, when on the 15th of September 2020, one organization, they said that before September 21st, if doctors are not posted, if specialists are not posted, they'll block Ukhrul Highway. What happens? The government calls them for discussion, and then doctors are posted. Speaker Sir, is this a banana republic? When representatives are bringing forward the aspirations and desires of the people to this August House, and the minister concerned is conceding and saying, yes, it will be addressed. But at the end of the day, when people go on the streets, it is taken care of. That means the democracy has failed. If I have failed to raise issues and people come on the streets, then I agree with them. But when the representative, we are supreme by law, Speaker Sir, because we belong to the people. We are the people. When I speak on behalf of the people, it should be taken that the people are out on the streets. Only when an organization says that they will start a band, the government stands up and takes notice. Does it mean that the democracy is vibrant then? Or does it mean that the rule of law prevails? Speaker Sir, this first letter on the first page, this is written by Mr. Vikas Sheel, Joint Secretary, Government of India. Though health is a state subject under the National Health Mission, I think the Government of India is trying its best to try and plug the loopholes or plug whatever areas are needed. Here it is so very clearly given that the medications that are needed to be provided at all the primary health sub-centers or the primary health centers which fall under the wellness scheme, community and wellness scheme. Speaker, sir, look at all these medications on the list. I have many primary health sub-centers in my constituency, as close as being Monkochepu right here. All these medications, they don't get anything. Polio drops, besides that, all these paracetamol, ibuprofen, diclofenac, aspirin, so many names, so many lists. This is the list for the primary health sub-centers. For primary health sub-centers, because primary health sub-centers, this is the first center that caters to healthcare. 6 pages to do with primary health sub-center, the medications to be made available in the health and wellness centers of the primary health sub-centers. Next is medicines for health and wellness centers. These are PHCs. I think the page runs to around 10. Oxygen gas for inhalation, never given. During the COVID time, the doctors, they requested me from one particular primary health center. I provided, bought from my pocket, I think about 2-3 cylinders or 4-5 cylinders, I don't remember exactly. Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, if all these guidelines and recommendations and instructions from the Government of India with regard to National Health Mission are to be trampled over, and personal interests and executive concerns are to take precedence, then I do not understand what rule of law is for. Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, I am deeply constrained that I have to bring this before the Honorable Leader of the House, who I have respected. I have respected means I know I cannot cheat my own heart. But I have lost this. Why would I not lose respect? How can I keep respecting when knowing that his fellow citizens, even for, normal cholera problems, be suspect of malaria or typhoid, they have to come to the district hospital? Is that the criteria? Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, I think this has gone on for too long. The Honorable Leader of the House has to make it very clear before this August House that within the stipulated time frame. The other day I am extremely glad that he said that under the chairmanship of the respected Chief Secretary, he has formulated a committee whereby each and every single department, they are rationalizing the employees to ensure that justice is done to all. Health sector is one sector which is of utmost importance. What a pleasant sight it is when I went to my honorable esteemed elder brother's constituency, Tamoloken's constituency, his community health center in Nambol. We came back at night about 10:30, 11. So much of activity, so many patients. It's a 24/7 community health center. Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, is that not what should be the same, irrespective of area? My honorable esteemed elder brother, Honorable MLA Tamaranjit, has just said about Sugnu too. There are 5 community health centers in Thobal, the erstwhile Thobal district. There are 2 in Bishnupur. I don't even need to go to the records. I know it by heart. In the entire Ukhrul district, there is 1. Let me not go into the statistics. Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, all I want is for this government which says, go to hills, go to village. It is important you deliver. The go to hills, go to village cannot just be a propaganda of giving old age pensions or giving schemes. Empowering the people is giving them good health care. I will come to education, that is tomorrow. The 2 major areas which will transform any society is healthcare and education. I have seen nothing as in nothing with regard to healthcare and education being changed, besides empty buildings. Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, the rationalization of all employees, be it grade A, B, C, group A, B, C, D, in the Department of Health or under the National Health Mission, every single area under the Department of Health, which is right now under the Honorable Leader of the House, who is also the Chief Minister and in charge of health, a firm assurance and commitment to this August House today that at the earliest, not as in like I will look into it, I will see to it, I will look into it. Speaker, sir, I have believed And today, this is why I beseech this August House through my Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, to get the attention of the Honorable Leader of the House that this injustice has to be rectified at the earliest to ensure that across the length and breadth of the state, we know if we are depriving in Sugnu and we are depriving in Imphal East, Imphal West, in Hengang, in Ukhrul, then it's okay. I have no problem because every area is the same. But if particular areas are getting a lot of attention and all forms of healthcare, and some areas or most areas are being deprived, then that is an aberration and it is injustice. And the law prohibits that. The Supreme Court has said time and again, we have the human resources, the technical expertise we have, Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir. Why do we hesitate to employ our rights? Why do we hesitate? Why does the government hesitate to issue stern, effective directions, bring in a policy? Speaker, sir, look at the policy of the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi, the Mohalla clinics. By saying this, I may be, trying to get back the BJP to government again next year. Mohalla clinic, this is what brought back the Aam Aadmi Party to governance in Delhi. The most successful across the world, the World Health Organization, the prime ministers of different countries have ushered so much of praise, which is praiseworthy. And some people went to court saying that the MLA being the chairman of the Mohalla clinics, it attracts office of profit. I think the court said no, it does not, because it has nothing to do with profit. It is administering healthcare to the common citizens, which we are here for. I had asked for a policy to be formulated which would ensure that accountability and transparency is there. And at the end of the day, who better than to hold responsible but the elected? This is why, when the Aam Aadmi Party formulated the Mohalla clinic system in Delhi, it was so robust. The common citizens, as per the data available, a person goes at least 5 to 6 times in a year to the Mohalla clinics. An individual who has gone at least 5-6 times in a year, and it is free of cost. Is that not what it means to be a good government? Delivering governance, is that not what the meaning of governance is, Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir? Wanting to do and able to do is something else, Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir. I know the budget itself is so flawed. I would not go into the budget part. Yesterday I was discussed with the Honorable Deputy CM. You have earmarked, believing that this budget is real, you have earmarked just close to nearly 4% for healthcare. Out of close to 30,000 crore, you have earmarked around 1,000 crore for healthcare. And for which, for major creation of assets like Churachandpur District Hospital is about 120 crore. For creation of other assets, a few hundred crores. And salary is the major component. Chief Minister's Hakshel ki Tengbang is 20 crore. Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, I think the limit is 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs. In case it is 2 lakhs, subject to correction. If it is 2 lakhs, then 20 crores, how much is that? For how many people? 1,000 people. 1,000 people will have access to Hakshel ki Tengbang, and that amount will be saturated because it is just 20 crore. Like I say, Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, health is an area which cannot seem to want to deliver, but you have to be able to actually deliver it. This is why I am extremely and deeply constrained that I have used certain data with regard to the position of this state's healthcare. We have the resources, we have the manpower, position them across the length and breadth of the state and show that you are a true leader of this soil. If not, all the respect that I've had for the last 4 years, in a split second, I will not hesitate. Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, I am not here to make friends or enemies. But to shower respect has to be earned. And that respect can only be earned when you prove that you are indeed a leader of the people. Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, I end very clearly by saying that health has been defined by the Honorable Supreme Court again and again as an extension of Article 21, which is fundamental right to life. Do we need for the courts to tell us what our duty is? Or do we understand as representatives of the people, as elected for their own desires and wishes, that we do understand your desires and we will legislate and we will make sure that you get your due share? Speaker, sir. Thank you for the demand on health. Speaker, sir, with regard to economics and statistics, yesterday the annual administrative report for 2021, Directorate of Economics and Statistics, Government of Manipur, Lamphilpat, has been tabled before this House. Last budget session, Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, I had said the importance of data collection, what it means to correcting or empowering nations. I don't know why my honorable esteemed younger brother has already put in a cut motion with regard to the budgetary provision for strengthening. He will cover that in detail, I know. But what is the reason behind not being able to provide the data clearly? There are 9 statistical offices, district offices in the state. Each district's data with regard to the economics and statistics, I think, is so very relevant, maybe half-yearly or maybe a yearly report, so that every session that takes place, we have access to the reports. And likewise, the administrative departments have it. The Cabinet Council can take corrective measures to ensure that which are the areas which are a liability for the state. Without data, we are nothing. If data is fudged, it is the same as assassinating people. You cannot fudge data. And that getting that accurate data or near to the best accurate data is most important. The report on the economics and statistics of the state of Manipur, Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, I wish to mention before this August House today also, we are nearly the last, maybe just next to 1 or 2 states, bigger states, but we are in the Northeast, we are the last with regard to per capita income. And we are the last, nearly the last in the entire country, which is about 32 union territories and states. Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, the collection of data and the mode under which the data is collected, the medium under which it is collected, it is so very important for this state to grow. Blindly, we cannot just allocate funds. Like we have pointed out just now, when you are allocating 3.6% or 3.7% of the budget of the state for healthcare, out of which again 80 to 90% is for salary and asset creation, then administering of healthcare, how much are we actually allocating? This is why the correct collective data from all the 9 statistical offices that we have, which is there in this report, it is so very clearly given that we have 9 district statistical offices. These reports be made compulsory. I would like a statement from the Honorable Deputy CM, who is in charge of economics and statistics, demand number 49, that he would ensure this August House, as well as the Cabinet Council, that every 6 months, the report of his department would be laid, and when the House is in session, it would be laid before this House so that we also know where we are creating our assets and where we are losing out, where our GDP comes from, where we are losing out from which sector. This is most important and most imperative. And what is the reason as to why this data is not collected? When I had asked the Honorable Deputy CM in the last budget session, he had said that the collection of data was not available. See, there are various modes under which the data is to be collected. That the department knows better, because that is the administrative department to take care of it. It is not the duty of this House. It is for them to present to us and for us to go through it, to ensure that whether it is the correct data or it is fudged data. Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, I will end by saying a few lines. How do we know that China or America or France or Russia is a developed nation or is way ahead of India? How do we know that? Is it not because of data? It's not because Vladimir Putin, he rides a horse and moves around, showing his macho self. It's not because of that, Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir. Neither is it because of Donald Trump going around shouting everywhere that he is the man. It is because of data. The collection of data, which is vital for the world to believe that it is accurate data, and at ground, who better than the executive to know, and for this August House to know every single session that we sit, that we have the data available before us, and then we can comprehend what next to do. Thank you, Speaker, sir, Honorable Deputy Speaker, sir, for giving me time with regard to demand number 49 and demand number 11 with regard to medical and health services. I would be grateful if the Honorable Leader of the House and the Honorable Deputy CM give a very clear statement with regard to both the departments. Thank you.
Next, Honorable Member Sri T.S. Lokeshwar Singh.
I mangda my live. Okay. Honorable Deputy Speaker, in the Pukachariba Kanmasatasi, Kwigi, demand number 21, textiles, commerce and industries. Ikashu Shana Kanatojaroge. Nasi Kwigi income generation Taunanaba. Quite in Maruiba department, Hariba. Commerce and Industries Department say Amanenzi Haman Matoloi. Adabu Sakara Sina Sigim Badam the Kari Torigasi Sahi Marisida maximum Uwa Pangdava. Tobiram Ganeduga Saki Karhetare maximum Uba Pang the Baitare. Aduna Sausiki Ladiba situation Sida Tangai Panhariba Industry Department say automatic. Amna Sarkar Sina Kwigi Kumang Chokshan Naba Department Amna Maru Department Kalaningi Aduga Haribase in Kalaning Madam Hibu Income generate on Naba Honaba Matamda Asagi Masigi Department say automatic ID Darkale in a Kale. The Maru in the Masida Taurise textile commerce industries Taurising. Kwigi rural area the Yamna Darkale. Why city this lay, she industry am also hang a cotton Tobocopa, Kwigi, Karaga Tadam did them tie. Adobu Aina Mendlina hygienic say rural area the labor, the hill area the labor mansion semasi. Command Togna as we income generator with the guys in a city department Sina. Adumatic Tawai Yohonjan in Pavatare. Adobu Sarkar Simasi. Kwigi Takonano plan say Yam Kana Uba Pangado Sahimari, Pum Kazalam Daisida. Adoga Hoi, cover the body, do the weather to happy am tie. Adoga Sagi Taboina on Topigi, Kanosi Park Uba Pangdabase, Masi Kwigi, Honorable Leader Punching Jaga, Kansan Minister Zinga, Patana Masi Pagalandia Habigi, Okalai Tamjanindra Tozubani. Adona Hariba Industries and Honorable Deputy Speaker Kudang, Honorable Minister Punching Jarise Pishalonsa Manipur automatic Kumang Jokshanba Doga government Sina Kwigi Maruina Mother benefit facilities Haitare Masi Yam can PB Changsi Utaba. Why PW PD and PVzani Pidagasu Kwigi Finchal and Satoriba Tranal Lavasing say Makoida Kari Kari Mong the PB Bege. Only Sanana con Lumda than PB Bra or natraga maduda sana fee sana hunaba matan moi the kari benefit pibige se honorable leader house namadu ai thambi bana hena phagnen khale adai na hangjiningba amana khangjaningba amana hariba fishalon sagi changiba lumse masiji karma monda khogi beneficiary pinanaba khanbibage karigi criteria da makhada khanbibano simtanga honorable deputy speaker through the honorable minister namatum tang clarify tobiyo then amana kuidari andakta pigiba matamda khoi sum kharai su dum kun tham chang orangda mai phangi phangbajida masida piraiba sana lumse saba yada haitare ne doi singhai dana se udun mong marin ta dam hekta masaki sudan su pibi adugim tak piji thokpa aduga last sing oina khogi sing yum mai khogi karani mai hauda sinabi film da lakhlak haitare masigi quality leba u aphaba haitare b class kumna tobiba sibu yada bajala hauji ki leba saribu usan sin sagbu ukanu sidadi lum sidadi mana usan do mare marung mare phadramina ngasagi loin singani fi jamda sa handak tapira kudu kon ahumri dina saba yadre complain tawre duga sei yada bising di lokhot piro haigolok sumem yaw haitare masi on number minister ki pung jingjaraga sumba khoi ki substandard oiba tangai phadana khoi rural area da khoi yumda daibiba yumda gi leng le biriba sadum am experience level sajari me andu phadana apho quality pibi bida kari kai bi lege aduga lummamda lupa kaya kaya piba jano asi quality medium quality de heavy quality light quality khaidok ba jala dum dangi house ta thambiu aduga hariba ngasagi lumsi objecti kanon electric tawraga anokba technology ma'am thole koi khunna sum sabi mota koi gi nong da phi suk sabang ngamba gaina yam thole adagi manipur su no no ba sab jam thengare masisi oina asagi pbb ba hojiti asagi khoi gi mobak dak sarba cha choba saba yana ba adagi ka choba saba yama michin se mase pbb gi sarkar gi thorang labi ba jala yaragadi masigi harbulum se khoi manual saban to michin na khoi gi electric tawraga motor tawraga saba se masi nong da phi adu matik saba I thengna jai kiana mak to dai samangna asagi more degi lairaga phanam nai tawi aduga adugi sumatak ta ngasagi khoi kenda khoi manipur saba michin yam thengnai and at least lexing ang kai mundra pi sudum yawi dum sai adu potna khatang pikpanina khoi achauba phi achauba saba khara wayen hai masi bu achauba sanana ba khoi gi state sida mo gi industry gi malin khat bi ba yabra sim ta kai khangjaninge aduga amana khoi gi manipur da industrial state se growth center industrial growth center hai tare masi infal iski na kaya lebi manipur ka pamna kaya lebi bano kanong kono loshalaga sagi masi mata wala lebi ba leirage adek amana khoi gi cooperative society na yam lei phi sabam se khoi kendra makta tarin pa le moi gu majga se khoi gi loan gu ma pibiraga asagi fi salon sagi maramda khoi gi kare ani san bi ba yaroidra yaragadi karma mongda moini apply tawgadage tawraga hariba khoi workshop sajaluraba adumai to cooperative society mayam lei masigumadisu hariba khoi lang thadabidana hariba michin thadabidana tawbina na ba sarkar gi policy lebiragadi house ta thambi ba yabra sim ta ngai khangjaningi aduga khoi workshop sanana ba ai kai do khoi state land mayam lei workshop sanana ba khoi sarkar gi khoi gi policy ga lebira masi karamba fandagi sabig ayaba lebigi sim ta ngai khangjaningi aduna I losenjarapda hariba ngasagi industry department se masigi yamna maruiba department in luxury se masi khoigi manipur gumba yamna khoigi economic da yamna shothaba ama state ama oibani sagi senthok lami se maximum leitam masi gumba mayam se langna na hona industry department sin tawriba role sing se yamna transparency oina tahonbai damakta ina ngasagi ai motion si pugachabani maram maduna ai debu matam kharape bi the my honorable deputy speaker thakachari thank you
Next, Honorable Member Sri P. Sarchandra Singh na demand number 9 the Pacific point oina 10 tak na objection thamigani. Next, Rameswar Honorable
Thakachari Honorable Deputy Speaker अहानबदा मेडिकल हेल्थ एंड फैमिली वेलफेयर सर्विसेस थमजगे अयाबना कक्सिंग डिस्ट्रिक्ट की डिस्ट्रिक्ट हॉस्पिटल की लेवल दा अपग्रेड तौगदब मेडिकल फैसिलिटीज की अवाटपसिंग असी अहानबमुक्ता थमजगे मेडिकल ऑफिसर्स स्टाफ्स पुनमक सिग लोइनना खोइना हौजे हौजिक लेरिबा कक्सिंग की CHC सेंटर सिदा सर्वे अमा तौजरुबदा यामना अवाटपा गैप इन टर्म्स ऑफ technical manpower required, in terms of infrastructure required, yamna koina thengnaba sida ihan hanba muktada yamna maru oiba point nama ya haijake any healthcare facilities piri basi yamna maru oiba si emergency akhoi gi khangaudana khudong chadaba ma tholokpa matamda darkar oiba अखोगी हेल्थ केयर फैसिलिटीज प्रोवाइड तंगदब इमरजेंसी मीट तौगदब अदुगुम्बा पोतुनी याम मरु ओइरबसी अदो ngasi CHC हरिबा कंस्टिट्युएंसी मरीगी कक्सिंग डिस्ट्रिक्ट द डिस्ट्रिक्ट की हॉस्पिटल की लेवल द पोखरदा बुजी CHC हाइना ऑपरेट तौरगा लेरिबसिदा सही अनी ग मखाइदगी एम्बुलेंस अमा भाव लेतबा अदुना एम्बुलेंस अमा लेतबना मरम ओइरगा इमरजेंसी वार्ड सी ऑपरेट तौबा यादबा लोइना स्टरलाइजेशन फॉर इक्विपमेंट्स फैसिलिटीज लेतबा लेरिबा स्टाफ सिंग सी नहुना लाइबा मेडिकल प्रैक्टिस सीदा खरा ट्रेनिंग पीगे नत्रगा अवेयरनेस फॉर के हाइबा मतमदा तौनबा कॉन्फ्रेंस हॉल लेतबा एक्सरे मशीन सी थाके आदगी पुदरगा मसी थंबम लेतदना सिनब यादना लेबा अदगी हॉस्पिटल सिदा थबक तौरिबा मेल फीमेल की ड्यूटी रूम फाव लेतबा सुमाइना फैसिलिटीज मयाम लेतबा लोइना IPS नॉर्म की मतुंगिना लेगदब स्टाफ सी दा अखोगी यामना मरु ओइबा गायनोकोलॉजिस्ट लेगदब लेतबा पेडियाट्रिक्स लेतबा सुमाइना पब्लिक हेल्थ मैनेजर who is going to oversee the overall administration and operation of the hospital laitaba sumaina asigumba yamna watpasi leibasi aina sum mamangi member sing su haiba tajabada masigi potsi government su akoigi tauba yaba ngamba akoigi hanadagi through government of India through on budget funding tauri adubu masigi gap si adum leirabanina ai hangna thamjaning iba suggestion asi Hanaki financial year the government of India na 40% for social infrastructure, which includes hospitals and medical health facilities. Masigi fansi lauraga hospital fazan run tawangamba having the required experience makoi ga type toraga PPP mota tawa matamda manpower requirements kaidongai du suwa loina na latest technology in the field of medical health services will be available. Honorable Deputy Speaker ki through the Honorable Leader of House ki pungning sing sinjaraga masi PPP mode in social sector haibudu ki makhada Manipurda district khara the hospital kharaji establish oraba Apollo gumba hospital singa type तौरगदी मसीगी अखोई हौजे हौजिक फेस तौरिबा प्रॉब्लम मैम से अखोई ओवरकम तौब ngамगनी ना थाजै मथंगदा कमर्स एंड इंडस्ट्री द थमजगे अखोई फंडामेंटल राइट्स की मतुंगिना वीकर सेक्शन ऑफ द सोसाइटी शेड्यूल कास्ट लेबा शेड्यूल ट्राइब त लेबा अखोई कनो सिंग से अखोई कम्युनिटी सिंग से अपग्रेड तौननबा फैसिलिटीज मयाम अमा पीरी अदो हौजिक ख्वाइदगी हेना मरु ओइबदी अखोइगी द कंसेप्ट ऑफ प्राइवेट एंटरप्राइज अखोइगी समना हरबदा spirit of entrepreneurship and private enterprise अखोइ द ब्रिटिश who rule the world goes by the saying that there is no free lunch in the world हाइबदी अखोई इसाना दरकार होइबो पोची इसाना तांजब ngamnanaba isana puthokpa ngamnanaba honaba taba mi khudimangna individually when we can produce or when we can generate what we require or more than what we require, then our society will be a self-sufficient society. Masigi principles is a weaker section sidasu entrepreneurship ki spirit asi puchilang naba Bharat Sarkarna funding tauriba scheduled caste and scheduled tribe hub haiba asigumba hub ama karigumba Kakching kendra gi amadi Technopole kendra gi tainaba swaida because Kakching jin amok scheduled caste ki population ay more than 70% ore aduga thangnarba Technopole Chandil sina scheduled tribe ki ore adu mafam ji scheduled caste and scheduled tribe ki hub ama hangbada yamna matik chaba mafam ama oiba hub asi hangma matamda samna harbada Kakching kendra dagi there are more than 25 rice mills which could be modernized adu akhona modern rice mill lama set up torpa matamda mamangda ina haijagi bidu Kakching is known as the granary of Manipur aduna Kakching kendra ma di thangnabadagi thoklaiba akhoigi maitai fausing akhoigi indigenous rice amadi akhoigi black aromatic rice fajana milling toraga masi packaging toraga even we can export it outside the state asigumba revenue generating oiba self reliant oiba activity mayam se khoina karigumba pujinba ngamagadi masi Manipur gi economy da per capita income da the so called gross domestic product what we have been talking of will enhance aduna aina honorable speaker gi through the concerned minister gi pungning singsinjarga haijaning badi scheduled caste and scheduled tribe haiba government of India na funding toba 90% funding toba scheme asi purak naba khoi hona minasi haibasi mai thamjage loina na ngasi Manipur da khoina nahandagi house ta horpadagi discuss ta orbisi agricultural land da yum sajile aduga whereas the population is growing every day nasai gi akhogi when the father alone ama khakta head ki family hoina matom da lemgan da di lamji kona ba mana macha ahum pokchilakpa mi mari surakpa mari duna mo ahum duna mo ani pokchilakpa sumain torgan da leriba piece of land it becomes too small for the family aduna moi mafam amda leitabadi leibamdi sindaba yadaba sumain tawduna akhoina economy si grow tawjadagi agri based society dagi akhoji agro based society dagi akhoji industry da move tawba taba that means we need land for everything we need land aduna aina khoji leader of the house ki ju pungni jingsinjarga we need to do a complete master plan for Manipur whereby we will do the zoning for industry agriculture resident area official area sumaina phajana khaidoga master plan lera ganda keeping in mind the population growth for the next 20 years thamaga phajaba plan ama toraga industry su grow tawnaba agricultural land su sokdana ba akhoina planning ama toraga tawbada akhoigi tungda lakadoriba Manipur gi praja singdamta yamna kanaba oigani economy da yam kanaba oigani haiba wafam kharasi thamjaraga honorable speaker deputy speaker animapu matam khrapi bibagdimta aina thagat phongdok chari thank you
Next, Honorable Member K. Govindas.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Ingraji ki prabhava ma hainava ma health is wealth aina koina semi ba sir sarkar amabu oirabasu akoina sem sariba pot punamak singse akoi hakchang sina phatrabada aphaba hakchang oidra matamda apamba karim leigadaw nati na dumaina hai sir aduna national health mission si ahamada royal health mission urban health mission lermadagi national health mission haidana 2013 the launch tawgibasi magi vision magi aduga guiding principle the core values se yam phajaba makari gino har kanda European countries sing sida Mr. Speaker sir lying basi free ne education and healthcare system se masi porokpa yanabagi damakta matamdugi sarkar UPA sarkar na masi loans tawkiba adugumba scheme amani masi da hairi se magi ai yam sangna haijar roige sir yam tena thamjarabada magi vision se vision sida kari haige haraga attainment of universal access to equitable affordable and the quality health care services, accountable and the responsive to people's need. Mayam punamak nthijana hakchang phananaba prajage apamba healthcare system simada sangsil haraga Bharat talariba praja punamak singsi masa mau phana thamnanabagi adumba khongthang amani sa aduga mai core value da muk hairi kari haige haraga safeguard the health of the people prajage haksen se koi section na makoi si sokhan da thamba strengthen public health system sima pan kankal hanba build environment of trust between people and the providers of health services haiba magi core value sida yaujariba processa hojik leiriba masina chathaga da usi national health mission is 2020 forward in 2018 and 2020 sigi masigi mission si makhada ne but 2020 si akhoi world gi oiba pandemic ama lakpa covid-19 na aduna 2020 se madi yamna akhoi national health mission gi makhada program paikhat ka do program kaya ama paikhat pa ngamgidre adubu chahi ama paikhat khidre adu lehoriba 2021 sida masina kariguma continue tawrpa ta matam da so aidi masigi magi goal se achieve to ngam gadawa mandaba hojik chatliba khongjat sida manipur gi oina ni ko sa aina haijaris hojik chatliba khongjat sida yam thaga chei sa covid-19 da thengnanaba masigi pandemic si dagi akhoi si ngakthoknaba honaba matamda khogi sarkarna loghiba role not only the government civil society organizations sing local ki leaders sing MLAs sing leaders sing NGOs sing mayam amana kusam naraga khoi masigi pandemic se khoi thengnabadu nang asidi kharam kai relief khoi tawa phange adu vaccine lakhre adun public participation si yamna maru oiba pot ama oisa public participation adu akhoi si amaga cohesively pandemic se fight torum da bataragadi face torum da bataragadi akhoi mortality gi resi manipur so yam thina hena wangam bayai madu yam layok fa mani aduna sir aina thamjani ngi badi sir ngasai gi national health mission gi makhada pirak liba magi pandam sing ase asi hojikti hana honorable cm di nauna so paibi bani hana minister laibiram lamne 2017 18 18 19 19 20 yesigi period sida improvement sing si udaba recruitment ban laibadagi relaxation tawrisi health sector ga aduga akhogi police mr loba siga home department ga health department ga sidadi akhoi relaxation adum pidana matam mayamada khoi lai maram ni kai no sector si yamna important noiba adugumba sector amane adana adumai lakpani sa adu ina thamjani badi sa attention khara ga hena piba akhoi mathau tagani hoi honabiri honorable chief minister gi haksel gi tengbang na singba pibi dana mayam amadi honabiri sa adu aina general oina thamjabai wani sir ai gi district laksage Bishnupur ai si sir Bishnupur district headquarter ga si vote kaja bani sa Bishnupur dale se koi Bishnupur district hospital am lai sa hospital si subnagi maming khak ngai ba building khar lai du maming du gon loire masi outpang hak ta lai ba masi dale si sir hujik hospital sina piriba service se district mari da pi ba Bishnupur district am lai jare then akhoi Tamenglong district ki part achau am lere adugi Imphal iski portion khara aduga Bishnupur district hospital si yamna communication yam nungai ba national highway 150 sigi mathakta leiba mo oibana even Chorchanpur gi emergency lagu phawada Bishnupur district hospital sida akhoi pusinai adu Bishnupur district hospital sidi sar aduga yamna maru oiba hospital amani haidona akhoi na di lawjabani adubu sarkar gi da khar laithokna lawbadawna akhoi na ujabadi kari no har ga sa masida lai riba lab sing samda thabak tawda even x-ray gi machine lai x-ray gi machine lay aduga magi technician lay aduga magi port machak laite film lakte na x-ray he kap ta bagumba lab sim the function tawdre blood bank lay but it's not functioning reason khangde adugi matak sir kumbi gi primary health center se asi close tawre close tawre si kari gi no har kanda doctor so laite nurse so laite leirengbodo di mande doctor gi khangde nurse di leirengbodo mande maram ni ningthakong primary health center sida ai isana nurse manga ai pocket gi tolo pira thammi bhoji 24/7 service tawa yana na aduna masi kumbi gi primary health center se close tawramina mi sing se haigalakpa ayamba Bishnupur district hospital se changpa adu khudong sa da badinga saina panjabado adu kari dagi no hai kanda main power si watpa doctor specialist ani khak lai pediatric ama gynae gi ama phau lai te ate adu nga sagi blood test tawba ate ate test tawba dong mayam si tawdramina akhoi gi Bishnupur district ki hospital gi akoi bada akhoi jaga akoi ba jaga sing si akhoi gi test tawba gi lab si mushrooming tawre adu tar gi lai ba mi sing si di sarkar na piri bi khudong chaba sing si makhoi phangma ngamdre adu bitar ga dinga sai objective of national health mission se masi akhoi phanggador phangoi dor sin da question si disa phangba ngam gadau mande adu nga sai ma hairi health service provider sing siga praja sing siga thajanaba ama environment ama create tawna ba hai adu asigi stage sida di adu gi environment ti create to bolai radna akhoi na tajari da sa khabar daga doctor furam le adigi nurse ta man handle tawe haibna sing ma mayam thoklai se this is the reason machine ne ba maram oirga aduna doctor masing lai traba nurse masing lai traba duna maram oirga hojikti casualty emergency se hojikti gari accident ma thok ma tanda Bishnupur district hospital pokhalo haiba district hospital pokhalo gadi sakhoi sididi casualty emergency si lawang amdre imphal tan pokhalo haiba imphal tan pokhana na hona bada disa lamphang adum hojiki mi se made adum tatkhre haijari adra masi si strengthen tawba si darkar tagani adu mathakta sar yamna nungai taba mana honorable chief minister na de yamna thawa yawi ba but masi honorable chief minister ki knowledge le ngodra le moidra khangde health ki minister so in charge hobi banina health vibhag ki so in charge hobi banina government na piriba medicine kharase masi amata leite hai Bishnupur district hospital se masi angak pani adu itarage laira mi sing sidi naraga dum moise khogi barton dum lakta banini Vrindavan prapti oi hrena mingam olaga maming som tholaga chalim Vrindavan prapti oi gre se madu masi ai khara honorable chief minister ki attention draw tawjani sa maram di ai di kat motion su pukhachadam ni sa adu ai na ngasi thamai ba gi maram se kari no har kanda assembly la am da just pung tara ge swai sida senior citizen mayam mai quarter si lak masi ang ta pukhat pio ibungo nang district headquarter da gi sokar imne si katamin lai ga dori brian issue si aduna ai pukhachabne sir ai gi sidi just honorable chief minister no horen chengdok piraga su kaide chengdok pidraga su attention ai draw tawjabani so that he will pay more attention on it mathang da sir ai gi lanai oiba amakhakna sir lanai oiba haijaba tare akhoi ningthokong primary health center si sir masigi building si onthokpa building phibam amada leiba adu mamangi sarkar da akhoi na wari sajaraga matam amada di sir akhoi gi mi yeng bagi doctor sangsiga sa yeng bagi doctor sangsiga ani si pun leirame ningthokong sida akhoi gi veterinary gi dispensary am leirame ningthokong primary health sub center siga ani si pun leimina ba aduda akhoi veterinary gi si hongdok hangarga veterinary leirame bam sida building so yam phatra building oi banina akhoi na akhoi gi father si mother si pokamba ai gi great grandfather haijatare magi mamingda akhoi na building am khatang kachage hadan mamangi sarkar haijabada mamangi sarkar na yabi badagi but akhoi barbeli yana bang hakta ne sa akhoi inaba agreement na chingba tai karim di yaudi de ꯑꯗꯣ ꯃꯃꯥꯡꯒꯤ ꯁꯔꯀꯥꯔꯅ ꯌꯥꯕꯤꯕꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯔꯥꯎꯟ ꯑꯕꯥꯎꯠ ꯁꯝ ꯀ꯭ꯔꯣꯔꯁ ꯄꯕ꯭ꯂꯤꯛꯀꯤ ꯀꯟꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯕ꯭ꯌꯨꯁꯟꯁꯤꯡ ꯃꯌꯥꯝ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯍꯣꯁꯄꯤꯇꯥꯜꯁꯤ 75% 80% ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯁꯥꯕ ꯂꯣꯏꯔꯦ 2015-16 ꯗꯒꯤ ꯁꯥꯕ ꯑꯗꯨꯅ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯁꯤ ꯑꯩ ꯑꯣꯅꯔꯦꯕꯜ CMꯗꯁꯨ ꯃꯇꯝ ꯑꯃꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯍꯦꯜꯊ ꯃꯤꯅꯤꯁꯇꯔ ꯑꯣꯏꯕꯤꯔꯝꯕꯗꯁꯨ ꯑꯩ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯀꯟꯅ ꯄꯔꯁꯨ ꯇꯧꯖꯕꯅꯦ EU ꯅꯣꯠꯅꯆꯤꯡꯕ ꯏꯔꯒ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯁꯪꯒꯥꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯂꯣꯏꯁꯤꯟꯖꯔꯒꯦ ꯑꯗꯨ with some condition ꯃꯃꯥꯡꯒꯤ ꯁꯔꯀꯥꯔꯗꯁꯨ condition ꯈꯔ ꯊꯝꯅꯔꯒ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯌꯥꯅꯈꯤ ꯀꯔꯤꯒꯤꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯀꯥꯟꯗ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯐꯤꯕꯝ ꯇꯥꯗꯅ ꯂꯩꯕꯅꯤꯅ बाउंडरी वाल खतंग चनबियो सरकार बिल्डिंग अखोई साजरगे बिल्डिंग से राउंड अबाउट 50 फीट पागा 100 फीट कुम सांग हुजी ग्राउंड फ्लोर एंड फर्स्ट फ्लोर से कोई पूरा लोयरबने सर अद ओनली फ्लोर खतंग आरे फ्लोर से खर तपना साब यागनी मरम द हयेंग मी चिलग दुम हापसी मथंग मथंग हाकटप यानब अप टू 5th फ्लोर फाव यानब अखोई फाउंडेशन चिंगबा आर्किटेक्ट यावरगा इंजीनियर सिंग सोइल टेस्टिंग तबलोर अखोई लोइन तौजब गातन सा मसी लोइबसिदा आई ऑनरेबल CM दसु नोट इरगा दम पिजे अदु ऑनरेबल CM ना हाइबिरक्तना अखोगी अंडर सेक्रेटरी हेल्थ अदुगा डायरेक्टर हेल्थ डिप्यूटी डायरेक्टर हेल्थ यावबिरगा अखोई ऑनरेबल CM ना हेल्थ विभाग से यंगबिद्रंगे ममांग द लेबिरंबा ऑनरेबल मिनिस्टर की क्वार्टर दा अखोई सी वारी सानरगा यामबा कंडीशन सिंग से लोइनि यारने करम कंडीशन नो हारगा सर निंगथोगोंग प्राइमरी हेल्थ सब सेंटर से कम्युनिटी हेल्थ सेंटर ओनबा बाउंडरी वाल सिम लोइदन लेबसिम लोइसिनबी